Okay guys, so before this review starts I just want to show you the box to the Megazord. So here we have the box. As you can see, this is the front of the box. So we've got the Power Rangers in Space logo here. Got a nice picture of the Megazord there. Got a cool picture of the spaceship there and the shuttle over here, so that's quite nice. Over here it says it has lights and sounds. It says morphs from robot to spaceship. And then over here it says comes with many accessories, so that's pretty cool. Down here in big writing it says Deluxe Astro Megazord, and you got a nice picture of the 5 Rangers there. Pretty nice. And then down here it just basically tells you what batteries this takes. So there's the front of the box. Now on the side of the box, got the Power Rangers in Space logo again. It says collect them all, and that's basically referring to these items here, the other items that you could get back in the day. So you got the Quadro Blaster and the Astro Morpher, so that's quite cool. And then down below here it says Deluxe Astro Megazord again, and you got a picture of the 5 Rangers there, so that's quite cool. Other side of the box, got the Power Rangers in Space logo again, and then it basically tells you the story of the In Space Rangers, so I'll read that to you now. It says, when the entire universe is threatened by the forces of evil, it is up to a new team of Power Rangers to protect it. Their astromorphers changed 5 high school kids into the team of superheroes known as the Power Rangers. More powerful than ever before, the Power Rangers take their base of command to outer space and battle fearsome creatures in the furthest reaches of the galaxy. With the amazing Astro Megazord, come along with the Power Rangers on their intergalactic adventures in space and blast into action. So that's pretty awesome. And then that just basically says it in different languages, so that's quite cool. And then down here it just says Deluxe Astro Megazord again with the picture of the 5 Rangers, so that's quite cool. Now on the top of the box, got the logo again there, pretty nice. It says morphs from robot into spaceship again, got a picture of the spaceship, got a picture of the shuttle over here, and it says Deluxe Astro Megazord again in big writing, and another picture of the 5 Rangers, so pretty cool. On the bottom of the box, it says Deluxe Astro Megazord there again, got a nice picture of the 5 Rangers, and then it just basically tells you other information, not too important though. Now onto the back. On the back it says Deluxe Astro Megazord again, got a picture of the 5 Rangers. It says it's for ages 4 and up, so that's pretty awesome. And yeah, basically on the back of this box it just tells you what the Megazord can do and like what mode you can pull it in, so that's basically that, and it's got some pictures to show it, so that's quite nice. So there was the back of the box. So that's really the box. Pretty cool box, shows you a lot about it. So now that I've showed you the box, let's get on to the review. Hello there guys, Morphin Reviewer 97 here, and I'm back with another Megazord review. Now this time I'm going to be reviewing the Deluxe Astro Megazord from Power Rangers in Space. Now as you can see, we've got it in Astro Mega Ship mode right now, and it looks super awesome in this mode. It kind of reminds me of the Millennium Falcon, which is pretty awesome. As you can see, we'll go into detail. So it is pretty much blue, but it's got some nice blue paint. It's got some red in some spots, and it's got some nice silver chrome on the front and on the bottom, which is quite nice. On the top here, it's quite nice. Got some buttons here to activate the electronics, and yeah, it's super awesome. So that was the detail. Now the main thing what we want to do is transform it into Megazord mode. A little bit of a story behind this mode though is this is basically where the 5 main In Space Rangers lived and slept basically. So that's pretty awesome, and it was used throughout the whole season of In Space, throughout most of Lost Galaxy, and it was used in Forever Red as well, which is pretty nice. So it was used a lot. So yeah, let's get to reviewing the Megazord. So to do that, basically what you want to do is pull this front part to the side like this, just like they do in the show, and that will reveal the shuttle inside. So if I take that out, here's the shuttle. Now the story about this shuttle is, at the end of Power Rangers Turbo, 4 of the Turbo Rangers travelled up into space, and they were in space and they met this Astro Mega Ship, which is pretty nice. So there's a little story behind this and why it's here. But basically the features on this is it can open like that, which is quite nice. And while the ship isn't in here, you can still close these, which is quite nice. So you can still have the ship if you don't have the shuttle. And this ship can also roll, which is nice because it has wheels on the bottom. So let's get straight into transforming it into the Megazord. So pull these out again. And as you can see, when it's like this, it kind of looks like a pair of feet, which is pretty cool. So once you've done that, what you want to do is come around the back and pull this back part off here. So once you've got that off, put that to the side. And now you've got this. Then what you want to do is on the back, you want to unclip these. So unclip them like that. Then come back to the front, turn the Megazord round like they do in the show, and pull these down and twist them round like this. And that will basically form the legs and the feet of the Megazord. Just straighten everything out. Then what you want to do is you want to grab these red wings here and fold them to the side. Like that. So then you got that. If I move the camera up now. The next thing you want to do is you want to grab like these arms here and connect them to the sides, and you'll hear a click like that to let you know that they're connected, and then pull down these parts here, and what that will do is that will reveal the Megazord's arms, which is quite nice. Now I did say that this Megazord does have electronics, so to activate them electronics what you want to do is come down here, and it's got an on and off switch down here, so turn it on. You get no activation sound, but the sounds in this are pretty cool. What you want to do now is take the shuttle, open up the shuttle like so, come to the front of the shuttle, lift this part up and back. And what that will do is reveal the face of the Megazord and the head, which is quite nice. So when I put this on the top here of the Megazord, it will activate a sound. So I'll show you that sound now. So there was that sound, quite nice. And you've got the head on. But what you want to do to keep the head on is come to the back and press this back part in, and it will clip into place. And it's kind of like a small backpack, which is pretty cool. So there's the head on, and they have basically the main Megazord. So it's super easy to transform, which is always nice. And yeah, the rest of the electronics, as I said before, is you press these buttons in here. So here's the first sound. If I hold this down, there's the first sound, and it kind of sounds like the Megazord's walking, which is pretty cool. The next sound is the next button to that, is this sound. And it will carry on until you let go, and that sounds sort of like a blasting sound, which is quite nice. So the piece that you had earlier on, if you want to do this, you can twist this like this, and it will click into place. And basically what that's done is formed a shield. So you come around the back, take out this peg, and put that into the Megazord's fist. What we want to do first though is I want to show you the articulations on this. As you can see, the arms, they move around an entire 360, which is quite nice. The feet of the Megazord can move up and down. The Megazord's knees can bend, which is quite nice. And if you come to the side, move this red wing out of the way, like that, and come to the front, you can move the Megazord's leg all the way to the side, which is quite nice. So it does have quite a bit of articulation. But that's really the only articulation it has. There's not too much, but it is quite cool. And yeah, as you can see, The paint on the Megazord's still the same. You've got nice blue. It's got some silver on the front here, which is quite nice. And it's chromed out, so it looks like a mirror. Pretty cool. And the final thing I want to do is just put the shield back on. So, put the shield into the Megazord's fist, just using that peg. Just like that. And there we have basically the completed Megazord. Now the things I like about this Megazord is it's very simple to transform and it's got some cool electronics. So those are the two things I like. Now if you wanted to get this Megazord, it is pretty hard to find and it might cost you quite a bit to get it. Only because In Space is probably the most popular Power Rangers season. So that's why it's probably quite hard to find on places like eBay and that for good prices. But if you can find one, I would definitely say get it. It's an awesome Megazord. And it was the first Megazord to only use one like Zord. Not like all 5 Rangers Zords, just like one whole Zord, which is pretty cool. So yeah, there's my review of this Megazord. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. This is Morphin Reviewer 97, signing out. Okay guys, I forgot to mention one thing in my review, so I just thought I'd put it at the end. Basically what that thing is if you take off the shield from the front here, come round to the back of the Megazord, and down at the bottom of the Megazord's feet are these gaps. Now how you fill in them gaps is you pull these things forward here, like so, and that will basically fill in them gaps. And it's really cool that they added that. Makes the Megazord just that much more complete. So that's the thing I forgot to mention. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this review, and I will see you guys in my next review.